Friends, welcome back. Thank you for checking back on this channel. Today I've got something very wonderful to share with you guys. Kindly keep watching. If you've not subscribe to this channel and we shall appreciate. In our topic today, we want to talk about how to resize an image using one of the tools that come with Microsoft Office. Resizing an image is just about making the size of the image on the hard disk of a computer become smaller. If the image was occupying 200 megabytes of data and you would like it to occupy 50 megabytes of data, that means you need to resize your image. You also need to take into consideration that images have properties which define them. An image is defined by its length and width as well as color concentration. This is in relation to the RGB color concentration on a single pixel. Now from your screen, what you can see, I pick an image here. I want to open this image using an application. So I go to open with, then I choose paint. Kindly note that we have paint and paint 3D. That is if you are using a more advanced Windows. So I'm using paint because that is the most relevant application we need to use. As you can see, my image is already big. I cannot see my entire image. Now, you need to take note that apart from reducing the size of the image on the hard drive, you may want to upload an image on a website, on an application, or any place where the requirements of the image that you want to upload are so specific. In this case, you need to have an image which you will have to resize or rather edit so that it meets the specifications of what you want. Now from this point, you can see that our image size is 977.2 kilobytes, while this image is 1920 by 2560 px. Pixels are just a form of measuring image size based on length and width. This is similar to picometers and centimeters and all that, only that the value of a pixel is different from the value of a picometer and different from the value of a millimeter or a centimeter. Now, when you want to resize the image, you need to know what is the size of the final image you want to attain and what is the size of your original image that you have. You also need to consider the quality of the final image you would like to attain versus the quality of the original image that you have. Quality is simply how much color concentration or how much correct color concentration an image has per pixel. Now in this case, I have an image of 977.2 kilobytes measuring 1920 by 2560. Suppose I want an image size which is just half what I have. It should occupy half this size and it should measure half the length and half the width. What do? I come here, zoom my image to a correct position so that I have my image as such. Then I go to the home option from the top left corner there is the home option, which comes immediately after file option and just before the view option on Paint. Now, from the home option, select is used to select the area you want to crop on the image. We do not want to do that. What we want is to resize. Now, resize button is just after select, to the right of select, located between crop and rotate for this version of Paint that I have. But this is usually very common and very similar in most versions of Paint. So you hit Resize. Once you hit Resize, you get a pop-up window that comes. I will bring this pop-up window at the center of the screen. So now we have two ways of resizing this image and two methods of resizing this image. We can resize this image based on the percentage or based on the pixel, and we can also directly just alter the length and the width. You know, if you alter the length, you'll realize that when you alter the length, that's the horizontal, the vertical will also alter automatically because percentage has been selected. It applies to both. For instance, if I apply 200, you will see that the vertical also has the value 200 automatically. The same thing down here, if I apply a value, it will not happen automatically to the vertical because here we are skewing the image. Skewing is like tilting the image so that you would like to maintain the vertical but skew the horizontal. So that is what it means by skewing. So our interest was to resize the image by half its size and half its length and width, as you can see. So the best thing is to select percentage. So once you select percentage, we say we want to reduce it by 50%. So when we type 50 on the horizontal, the vertical will also be typed 50 automatically. This is because we want to maintain the aspect ratio. We have checked that we would like to maintain the aspect ratio. If you do not want to prefer this, maybe you want to maintain the vertical, you uncheck the maintain aspect ratio. But for me, I want to maintain the aspect ratio. I just want both the width, the height, and the size of the image to have. So I'll say OK. Once I say OK, you will realize that the length and the width have all halved, but the size has not halved. After you've done all the resizing of your image, you go to File option. When you choose Save, it will override the original image. But however, if you choose Save As, this means you can save a new image and retain your original image. So that's what I want to do, and I want, okay, this, when you go to Save As, we have options of image formats which you need to choose. Actually, image formats are just the extension of the image. PNG picture will save the image with the PNG extension. JPEG will save the image with a JPEG extension, similar to BMP, GIF, or any other formats that you choose. Image extensions are just formats in which the image will be saved on your computer. For instance, JPEG means a Joint Photography Experts Group. So for me, if you like to maintain transparency of your image, if you're dealing with a transparent image, the best option is the PNG format, the first format that I am pointing on, this one. However, if you are not interested in transparency of your image, and you may not really have to choose PNG format, you may choose JPEG like I have chosen, and the computer will ask you to provide a name of the image. which I'll provide here something like N Mumias, and then I will save. You choose the folder in which you save the image. I'm comfortable saving it on the desktop, then I'll say okay. I'll show you how to resize the size of the image in the next tutorial. Kindly keep watching these videos, subscribe to my channel, like the video if it has helped you. You can dislike it if in a way it has offended you. Thank you very much for watching this video. Let's meet in the next video.